What's up, guys? Let me check if this is picking up my mic. It should be. Yep, okay, it is. I just got this file um, from, let me check what your name is again, my friend Jason. Jason, it's super easy to name to remember. You already have supports on here, and not exactly sure how to take it off, but who cares? I'm not going to print this. I mean, unless you want me to. I mean, I guess I could print it. It's pretty huge. I don't want to waste resin on something that's not mine. But I will show you some concerns I have and why this print probably won't work. I like these tree supports. I've seen them before. They look pretty sexy, I must say. And it looks like you've got a pretty good handle on what needs to be supported. You have it at an angle. You know, there are some flat parts, and I'm not mad about that. But let's take a look at your foundations. I think that is going to be the big problem here. So let me satisfy B9's obsession with having something supported before I lower the model to the plate. Here we are. Click on the model, go back to supports, and we are on the plate. Okay, so let's check that you have this hollowed. I believe you do. You do. Perfect. Now these walls are a little thick. I don't know what you're using this for. Probably to play with, so it's okay that your walls are thick. I'm not immediately seeing a hole anywhere. So that is number one. You want to pull a hole in here so you can not only drain the resin. That is a common misconception. Not only to drain the resin, also because suction. You have to think of a cup, right? So go get a I don't know, man, a bucket of water. Put a cup upside down that water, right? If you fill it up with water and the cup is inverted, so the opening is at the bottom of this vat of water, and pull it up, all of that water stays in the cup. It doesn't drain out. It's suction. But if you had a hole in the base of that cup, all that water would leave. And so that's the problem. We don't want resin to be pulling up as we are built. Oh, shit. Look at that. Son of a bitch. You've got holes here. Good. These are drain holes. I don't see any suction holes, and that might be a big problem. I would put a suction hole like right here, or right here, right here. Something to alleviate as this model moves up and down. Let me see if I can even kind of simulate that for you. I can't. I'm not going to, because that sounds like a lot more work than I'm willing to do right now. I just got out of school. So put a hole here. Put a hole right here. Bigger than this, obviously. And these holes are nice. Keep them there. Put a hole here. Maybe put a hole here. Put some holes, man. Shoot it up. Now, the other big concern. These islands. Or not these islands, but these supports. You have a lot of them, and that's good. And it looks like you've supported many of the islands. No, you can get away with that one. A real quick, rough look. You seem to have a really good grasp on where these supports need to be. And that's good. I don't really like this flat part here. But I'm not the one printing it. It's not that flat, actually. Look at you. It looks like you've got a pretty good thing here. Now, what I would like to see, and what will save you a lot of pain, is if you, in whatever thing you're doing to create these supports, I bet you, I don't know, man, $5, that you would be able to change the radius of the bottom. Let me illustrate why that's important. We're gonna set that to 40. And it didn't do anything. That's fun. Let's set that to 30. Maybe 40 is too big. Okay. Maybe it just doesn't want to play. Oh, because I'm not modifying it. Click on the one that you want. Let's set it to 40. 40. Okay. Well, be an ass. There we go. Bam. Look at that. I don't know. People call this a skate. People call it, I don't know. They call it a whole bunch of things. They call it cotton candy. I call it a support with a big base. I pump the length up to 1 because these first layers are going to be overcured for adhesion purposes. So I like to have one big ass layer connecting all of the supports. So as you can see here, I'm not really connecting all the supports. Don't do this. Don't like have just one doing all this because I mean then you have a no, actually that works for your model. It really does. It's pretty nice. Rule number 1 when I'm printing something big like this, and I am by no means a professional, I like to have the largest cross section dictates how large my support plate is. I like to have it at least twice this size. So let's check your cross sections. I'm going to go into X-ray vision here because we're supermen and women. Don't forget the women in this group. So every layer is a cross section, and since you've hauled it, the cross sections aren't that crazy. They're not that crazy at all. I think we're going to get to the biggest. Oh, no. Yeah. So if you go layer by layer, your cross sections aren't that huge, and that's always a good sign. So this skate, this cotton candy, this base seems to be good enough. I don't know if it'll fit on our printer, and that's another case because there's another way you can do this. You can cut this bitch right in half, and then lay it on the build plate like that, and that will work. No one wants to cut things in half. They're all afraid to cut things in half. Just cut things in half, guys. We have a small printer. You just got to cut it in half. It's not going to kill you. I swear to God, it won't kill you. And if it kills you, I don't know, man, I'll say something nice at your funeral. So you've got a pretty good start here. Put something down here that's thick enough to, adhere to the build plate. And for God's sake, put some holes here. Not drainage holes. You have drainage holes. Cool. It's incorrect to say that you need more drainage holes. You need suction holes. That's what she said. And I'm assuming you know how to import from the slicer, the native slicer, to the validator that our friends have so kindly made. But if that doesn't work, man, I don't know. Come to California and I'll print it for you.